We're live, y'all. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Might need the right password there. All right, let me just pull this up in the group, y'all, so we can make sure we are live. I can see your comments. While everybody comes in, we are live. Okay, so I'll just kind of wait for everybody to come in. I had to move my camera closer a bit. Whoops. Well, it's not the way to do it, Susan. That might help a little bit. Not really. Hey, Jennifer, how are you, girl? How are you? I'm playing with my camera. I'm not a cameraman. Woman, whatever. Hey, Tina's. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Tonight we're going to do, I came up with this last night. I was like, what am I going to do tomorrow? I don't know. So I found this frame. I just looked down on the floor and I've been sitting on this metal frame, this heart frame and I did go ahead and put this greenery on here. We'd be here all night. But it's very simple. It's a heart frame. Let me zoom in here so you can kind of see here. I don't know if you can see, it's a metal, like a Dollar Tree frame, but I do believe this one came, hey Nance, how are you? Hey Tracy. I do believe this one came from the Hobby Lobby. I do believe it did. So yeah. So I had already taken the tag off and I've sat on this thing for 2 years ago. So what I did, okay, you can do this just like you do your regular Dollar Tree frames, guys. I just kind of got started because I know it gets boring to see mesh get put on. But what I did is I cut, let me grab one real quick. I bought these years ago. Not years ago, but probably 2-3 years ago at the Old Time Pottery. And they're like, they are 12-inch pine wreaths. And I bought a ton of these. I sent Dawn some, and I kept a bunch, and I'm getting down to like very few. But it's just this 10-inch wreath, and you can use these for centerpieces. I wish I could find them again. But what I did with this right here is I took this frame. It's a, let's see what kind of frame this is. Looks like it's about a, shoot, y'all can't do that and hold that up at the same time. Think about it. Looks like it's about a 15-inch frame. So kind of like your normal frame, but it's just shaped into a heart. Okay, so what I did, and you could do this if you have, like, if you've got some garland and stuff left over at the end of the year, 90% off, 75% off, whatever percent off you've got it right now, and you can cut those up and use it for the same thing. It's super simple. Or you could just do the old school and just do your ties like you normally do on your Dollar Tree. Hey, Betty Jane, how are you? Sorry if I missed. Hey, Susan. Hey, Deb. Just like you do your normal Dollar Tree frames and stuff, and do your ruffles like you would normally do. Okay. But like I said, what I did is I took this 12-inch frame and I went down to where it's connected and I cut it. Okay. And did I use one or two of these? I used 2 of these. I had a piece already cut and I cut another one up. So it took 2 of these to do that. But it was something, and I think I paid 50 cents to 75 cents for those. And like I said, if you use your excess garland, you're good to go. And what I did is I just zip tied it in about 4 or 5 places to the outside rim of this, because this does sit up. The middle rim sits up a little bit. Okay, and then I just fluffed it out. Okay, and then I added, you know, I like to do these awareness ruffles. So I think I cut a whole roll, almost a whole roll of this red that we're going to use. It's just, and it's in Lori's shop. I think Lori's got this in her shop. She might have this pink as well. I got this from Lori and this from Lori. And I cut those at 24 inches. And one's a houndstooth and one's just your red wide gold mesh. Okay. Hi, Rhea. Hi, Linda. So I started out with like on the hump of the, like I say, guys, this is a great way. I say it all the time. Fantastic way to use up excess 21-inch mesh that is left over. Okay, and it adds a little bit of something, something. I know I say that all the time. But I'm going to take these bottom two tines down here. And I'm going to tie this one right down into this bottom. So we can just give it like a little point to that heart down there. A little extra point. Okay, I'm just going to pull that down and around. Fluff that out. Okay, so what I did is up in this hump, I put one up here. I put one down here. And I'm going to want one probably over here. And I cut an extra one just in case I want one underneath where I'm going to put a bow. Because this is going to be fairly simple. I like to keep Valentine's fairly simple and cheap because they're not huge sellers for me. I don't know how they are for you all. But I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money on Valentine's Day. You know? I'm not a big giant romantic, so I don't know if anybody else is, but I am. Hopefully I'm not live on my own page again. Okay, that's good. I made a mistake last week. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to go directly across. Excuse me. Do the same thing over in here. Okay, and don't worry about when you get that greenery around the outside. Because you're not going to see it. By the time you get these ruffles in here, you're not going to see that. Okay, guys? It's a great way to use your imagination and come up with something fun. Okay? So see how I did that kind of in a triangle? Got one here, we got one here. And that poof just kind of adds a little bit of pink in here because the ribbons I think we're going to use is maybe this stripe. We might use this one. Let me zoom in here. To match the stripe in here. This does have red, black, and white leopard and pink, black, and white leopard and dots. So we might use that one. I got a bunch pulled out here. I have this one and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to back out on that one. I think I'm going to add a little bit of pink in here just to bring out that pink and red. You know, I was going to use the skunk ribbon, but I think I want to add more black to match this houndstooth. And then I think I might go in with this 1-inch, I think it's a white. We'll see, guys. I may not even use this. But these are my choices for now. But you know how I roll. We don't know. We don't know until Susan gets in and on it. So let's get our mesh on. I don't think I'm going to use that more. Hey, LaDonna. Hey, Denise. How are you? Welcome, y'all. Hey, Darlene. So we're just going to on this one. And this is a really fun mesh. They do have it at Sims if you can't find it in Lori's shop. I do have the number. Let me roll this on my chesty right here real quick. And we're just squeezing this in. Messy ruffle. Okay. And what I did on the top is I started by this pink. I did a red up here. I did a houndstooth down here. I came back with a houndstooth down here. And on the inner part. And then push. Okay. And I'm just pulling these tines apart. Okay. Right here. Calling it one in the center. Okay. Everybody have a good New Year's. I know this houndstooth's to die for. I got a red and a black. And I like it because it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry. It's kind of, I want to say it's kind of plasticky, but it kind of is, but it's so super cool. I really like it. It's really cool. So I think on this, I cut way too many, guys, because I didn't know how many I was going to use. You can always cut them smaller, okay, and add more. I think, like I said, I want to keep it simple, but Susan doesn't know how to do simple sometimes. So we've used 1, 2, 3. We've used 3 of each so far. So I probably could have cut half of what I cut. Oh my goodness. But guys, I'm going in there and just diving in head first. Like I always do. Figure it out as I go along. Try to teach you how to do the same thing, guys. Just have fun with it. Okay? You don't have to have it all figured out. Just dive in, guys. I do it all the time. Sometimes, oh, this one looks really bad. What I do there, cut this one. Cut that. Oh, Lord. I really cut that bad. I really did. Okay. But like I said, go in and play with stuff. Play with the design. Dive in head first. And, oh, my goodness, guys. So sorry. I've got to zoom out. That's what I hate about zooming in. I forget to zoom out. I know. Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, Bonnie. How are you? Hey, Penny. Yeah, it's I tried to come up with some fun stuff for you guys. It's just different. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, guys. But I try. You know. Try to make you guys think outside the box. That's what I like to do. I always like to think outside the box. Okay. So just kind of adjust these around. Okay. This one I am not like it. We're going to adjust that a little bit over this way. Not liking that one a whole lot. I think I didn't get it even. That's my problem. Just try to make sure you get it in there even. Even Steven. Okay. I mean, there's so many things you can come up with if you can't find one of these frames. You know what you can do is, if I put this in upside down, maybe that's my problem. I rolled it too far. That's my problem, guys. I rolled it too dang far. Another thing you do, if you can't find one of these frames, you can always use, I know everybody has a ton of the candy cane frames. You can always go and crisscross the 2 candy cane frames, and you can pretty much do the same thing. Just wire tie those together, okay, and make your heart. It's going to be bigger, so you'll probably need more mesh. I'm just saying. But if you also add the greenery, or like that garland, guess what? Nobody's going to see it. Okay. So we got this one whole side done. Okay. Very simple. We kept our black and white theme. We've only used 1, 2, 3. We used 6 meshes. And I feel like I'm talking too much and getting nothing done here, guys. I always say, I talk too much. Just say I never shut up. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Miss Johnny, how are you, sweet lady? Hey, Terry. So, if you have trouble with this, you can always do it the Woodland Rebel way. I just tend to use what the good Lord gave me here. Not a whole lot, but it works. So, and I just scrunch it in, guys. Just scrunch it in there, okay? Nothing has to be pretty. Okay, so on this one, where are we at? We're here. I think we're going to go back the same way we came. So we're going to put this one up here. Because like I said, I think I might put a pink awareness one in here. I'm just still kind of undecided because that's where we're going to put our bow. And we're just going to add a few florals down the side. Possibly some greenery. And be done. Okay. I think that's what we're going to, and we'll call it done. Okay. So here's where we're at. Like I said, I think I want to put the pink one in here. Let's do that. Because I want to separate this black a little bit. have a little something, something to poke my bow through. Okay. And then also have something to hang down that center to kind of close that hole up. Tatas. Yes, Miss Johnny. Tatas. That's tatas. Absolutely. And when I do this one, I'm going to tie, I'm going to spread those. Not my tatas. I'm going to spread these tines apart. Or I'm going to grab one from each side. Pull that kind of tight, like a twig. I don't know if that's going to be tight enough. I don't think I got them close enough. I'll try again. I think it'll work. And we're going to pull this down a little bit. Because see, I don't want the big poof right here. I want more of the tails. You kind of want more of the tails coming down. And this pink just breaking up your ruffle right here in the center. Okay. So see how I did that? And we just kind of got this hanging down right here. Alright, so we only got a few more of these to go. What I do, pay attention to what I did over here. Got to put one red up in here. Okay. Come in, roll a couple times. Roll a couple times. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Okay. Anybody gonna try this? I think this is gonna be fun. I was kind of like, is this gonna look good or not? I was like, ah, yeah, I will. It'll be simple. Simple, sweet, plain. A few little florals in there. And it's going to be super pretty, y'all. I always doubt myself. Always. I never know how it's going to turn out for y'all. But I have fun with it. And I'd like to show y'all that that's okay to feel that way. Because we all do. Okay. That's all fun. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I think that one not too crazy fell, but I think it'll be okay. Might have to tie it tighter. Okay. Alright guys, well I got a few more of these. Then we get to the fun stuff. The bow. Ooh. I think the pink and everything is just gonna break this up just perfectly. You know me guys, I gotta have pink and stuff. Hi, Miss Frankie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Okay. Just kind of like to adjust them so I get it centered. Okay, so we did what we do up here. We got black, red. And then we did our black on the outside here. Okay, I'm just kind of keeping them. Keeping them the same. Just twisting them about 3 times. Okay. Again, like I said, you're not going to see that center wire. Okay. By the time we get everything on here, we're not going to see that. And it's still going to stay true to the form. Oh, well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I never knew that. I never know what it is. Trust me. That's always a guessing game with me. You gotta dive in head first and pray to sweet white and have pound baby Jesus that please make this turn out. Please. Please, please, please. You know. And like I said, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, guys. But I'm not afraid to show you all that. Because that's a lesson. Okay, I forget which way I'm going here. Oh, this one goes here. This one goes here. It's definitely a lesson, y'all. To not ever be afraid to fail. So I'll tell you what, y'all, I've failed many designs. A lot of them in the group. They just didn't turn out like I wanted to. But that's where I'm most proud that they don't, and so that I can show you all that that's okay. Okay, definitely okay. Ah, there's a dog. Move, buddy. Just about broke your back. Dogs everywhere behind me, guys. If I go down, I'm under the table. I'll have to see, and if you can't, email me. That was one of my favorites. I got the most hits on it and ever in this one group. That one was spectacular. It was all black and it was all foam, y'all, and it was all black. Let's see, I'm making sure I'm paying attention here, y'all. It was all black. Or no, I think it was all pink and I thought it was pink and red, wasn't it? I think it was pink and red. Or pink and black. I apologize. And leopard print ribbon, and it was all roses rotated around this foam wreath. And oh my God, it was gorgeous. That's all it was. And then it had some of this greenery in between the roses. I might go grab it for you and show you. Can't believe that one hasn't sold. I sold one. I haven't sold the other. Okay, it's our last piece of mesh, guys. Then we can have some fun. Okay? Got more to like, I can't see. I can't see. Okay, I'm just squishing it. And guys, like I said, if you can't do it this way, do the woodland rebel. It works the same. I'm just too lazy. Or no, actually, I'm too big of a hurry to do it that way. I get too big of a hurry. Okay. So it's not that I'm lazy. I'm in a hurry. Alright, let me get this in. I'll go grab that so I can show y'all what Frankie's talking about. I thought about doing one this year, but I was just like, I've done those and I haven't sold my last one. So I don't think I will do one. I'll have to ask Lori where that tutorial is. It should be in there. Let me grab that. Nose is running. Okay. Good job, buddy. This is the one that Frankie's talking about. The bows are all smashed because I've got it hanging in there. But it's done on a black heart back. It's got the ribbon for a bow, which is all kind of jacked up a little bit. But and then it just has all black and pink roses rotated in here. And then some of this greenery and everything. So, whoops. Okay, so that's what she's talking about. And what I used was 2 8-inch foam rounds around this top on this back, Frankie. And then I cut foam and glued it to here in the back to fill that in. Oops, sorry, I'm holding up high. And that's what I did on this one. Okay. And then you stick the florals in there, guys. So that's that one. We did that last year in the group. So that was a fun one. That's just strictly a floral wreath, guys. Okay, and that's real romantic and fun for Valentine's. Okay, so we got this, all our mesh done here. Okay, we still kept our heart, whoops, zoom back out again, y'all. We still kept our heart shape. Oh, thank y'all. Yes, that was one of my ones I got the most. All right, I'm seeing this up here in this camera, and that's driving me nuts. So there we go. We had to fix that one. think I might have to tie that one in tighter. Just, that's all right, guys. I could be here all night adjusting this stuff, but we have kept our heart shape. Okay. So we kept our, that one's still driving me insane. I'm seeing this camera. Is that, oh, I'm adjusting the wrong one. It's that one. All right, guys, that one's, I'm seeing that and I'm like, oh, heck no. We're putting that one back in. We're putting that one back in. I'm not liking that one a lot. Not a lot. Might not have got it down in there deep enough. Tie that. Twist it. Get those back around there. Flip that. Okay, hopefully that's, I hope that's better. That was driving me nuts. I was seeing that in the camera like, holy crap, it's got ears. Oh, that's much better. Okay, let's put a bow on this and add some floral, y'all. Let me move this out of our way. All right, get the bow maker. Whew. And we're making good time tonight, guys. See, this is not taking any time at all. There's not that much mesh in this, so that's what's fun. I don't like that. Like I said, I wasn't sure how much it was going to take, so I just kind of cut a bunch. So let's try this 4-inch and just see if it's going to work. Okay. I just seriously have my sit there. I love this one. Thank you all so much. Oh, I was going to give you the numbers on the mesh. I'm sorry, y'all. The houndtooth number is item number TM as in Michael 102-01. Okay, that's for the houndstooth. And the red is item number RE130124. Okay. I think that's all I need. Item number. See, I can make a whole nother wreath. You can make 2 wreaths out of what I cut on this mesh, you know. That's why I say I dive in head first. I have no clue what I'm going to need. But I just try it. I think I'm not going to cut that yet. But I think on this one, because I mostly, you know, I'm not going to do a drape. Ooh, hold on. Hold, please. What if we did a draper? Oh, my goodness, guys. I really just wanted the bow. Hold on. This is what I tell you guys. Play. Play, 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 play. Okay? That's the best thing you could ever do if you're not sure is to play, or you'll never figure it out. These are one of Lori and I's go-to. This is item number, I get so many picks out of this. I use it all year round. It's item, I use that in that heart wreath. It's item number CS, as in Charlie Season 14697. It's a boxwood pick with berries. We might add these berries in here. And maybe just a bow down the center and keep it simple. Do you want to do a draper down the sides? Bring this up. I think we're just getting obnoxious there, guys. Sometimes you just need to stop with the draper. Oh, we could do a draper down to the center. Do a little tail. I think we're just going to go with some longer tails, guys. So we're going to cut these tails at 15. Let's don't go that long. Let's go about 14 inches. I said cut them. We're going to make them about 14 inches. This is a 14 or 8 by 4 inch. This one is a fair silk. I need to stop. Like I said, I need to get off the fair silk, but I'm so hooked on 4-inch ribbon. And I think I'm not going to make this tail any bigger than 6.5 tail. I'm sorry, loop. any bigger than 6.5 inches. Okay. So we're going to bring that down there. And I'm only going to do the one on each side. I'll make sure these are about the same length. Okay. Then we're going to bring this down and cut this just about the same length, maybe a hair longer. Okay. So put this one out of there. Okay. Then I think we're going to go in with, let's see guys, this one is a, I don't know if Lori's got this one in her shop. I don't know if I got this one from Lori or not. This is item number Q610540-21. Doesn't say where it's from, so I don't know if Lori got that from Lori or not. Okay, so I'm going to trim those. You know, I'm at this angled kit right now. Let's try this black to break up the black and the white. And I'm going to have to cut this. I made this mistake last week, guys. As I tell you, I'm not always perfect. I made this mistake last week. Now I got to fix it. I used hearts. And when it went down on my draper, I did it upside down, you know. I'm about to do it again. I totally went upside down. Didn't notice it until after the live. I'm like, seriously? Oh my goodness. So we're just going to cut that tail off. Come back in here. Cut that angle. And this one, we're going to make our loops. I'm leaving about 1 inch, guys. You want to leave about just about 1 inch. Okay. It's a silk. So I'm not super crazy about the silk, but it's not a bad silk. But I like this one. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see. Because it's got black. And in the center of the hearts is glitter pink. So it's going to bring out that pink in that other ribbon. Now I left this tail a little bit long. I'll probably go back and trim that off. I'll go back once I get this tied together and trim that off a little bit more. Sometimes I'd rather have more than not enough, so that when I go to fluff, I might yank it right back out. I can always go back in and trim that out. So that's just a little FYI there. Okay. So you gotta be careful with this silk ribbon. That's the only thing I don't like. Okay, so this one will trim an angle as well. So now our tails and everything are going the same way. Our hearts are facing in here and here. Our hearts are going down there. Okay, I made that mistake last week and I apologize. Because I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes you have to pay attention, but I was not. So now what I want to do, I think, guys, you know how I like to switch up sizes. I think I'm going to go with this pink 1.5. This is from Lauren. She's got this in her shop. This is item number RG, Roger George, 01677 Frank 2. Okay. This one I think we're going to leave a little bit longer so we can curl. Okay. This one we're going to come in a little bit more. About 1/2 inch. And this one, can't decide I want to do just the one again. We're going to pull these out, make those the same length, yeah. Okay, I'm going to switch it up. Let's make those the same length. So come back in with that white. Okay. This is RG's Roger George Charlie 177727. And that is in Lori's shop. And that's a cute, like I said, it's that cute, if you can see that heart. And it's got all that leopard and stuff in there. Oh, thanks Tracy for finding that. That's awesome. I thought it should be, but I didn't want to I didn't want to promise that it was. I think I just did that last. Yeah, I think I just did that last year. Here's another one. We're gonna have to do this face. You know, we're gonna have to cut our tail off again. Okay, and put this down like that and cut off. Again, that's the only problem with printed ribbon, y'all. You'll just have that. You know, you'll just have that. Okay. So now we're going to come back in. Let's trim that off straight. Pinch that again. Whoops. Okay. Pulling up ribbon out. Well, this is a nice ribbon. It almost feels like a silk, but it's not. It's a canvas. It's like a weird... It says 100% polyester. Yeah, 100% polyester. This is really cool. Kind of like that. So I think, guys, we're just doing 1 inch all the way down on this one. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, we're just going to do 1 inch all the way down. Okay, we got that one in there. So we've angled all of our colors out of here. So now I thought I was going to go in with this white. I am definitely not going in with that now. I'm going to come back in with a red. Okay, and this is a 1 inch. Let's see if I had anything. I was just looking to see if I had anything else. This is a 1 inch velvet. Okay. We're just going to do a smaller tail on this one. Nah, we're going to do a little bit longer because we want to curl that a little bit. So we're probably doing about a 14. Let's say about a 14. And then I think I'm just going to do, let's do a little shorter tail here. And we're still going to do 1 on each side. I was thinking about doing just the 1 loop in the center. But I think I decided to get against that because I think I might want to put a pink flower in the center of this to break that up one more time. Okay. Anybody using a lot of the 1 inch or whatnot? I love it. Hey, dog. Oh, Frankie. I don't even know if I can get into that. I'll be honest with you. All right. So let's get this tied. Okay, we're making good time tonight, y'all. It's a simple project. And here's another thing with this. If you don't want to add the greenery around the outside, you could also go back and add tails. Some smaller tails or something. You could add those. If you wanted a little more color. I tied that too tight. I can scoot it over. Let's get that over here. Come on, get over there. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. You could do some tails. You could do little cheater bows or whatever. And like I said, you could do the draper around the outside if that's what you wanted to do. Like I said, I just don't think that's what I wanted to do. Grab one of these. I think I'm going to use one of these. Well, that didn't work. These you can get at Hobby Lobby. These are long. Sorry, I only got one hand. Long wires. Sometimes I like to use these for bows. These are, what are these called? Oh, I don't know what's that. Cloth stem wire, but you can find it in the floral department. Okay. And these are a fun go-to to use for bows and florals sometimes. I forget about them, to be honest with you, which makes me mad. Making sure this is where I want it before I tie that tight. Okay. Okay, we're going to pull that, make sure it's not falling. All our things are going the right way here. Pull them down. Twist those. I think I pulled that one over too much. I did. Dang it, Bobby. See, guys, I told you. Now my thing just came out. I didn't leave enough out. I was just telling you I'd leave about 1.5 inches. I think I pulled it. So before I get this too tight. Is that on the right side? We're going to pull it through here. I didn't pull too tight so I can get away with it. Is it that one? Sorry, y'all. Yes, it's that one. Luckily, I caught that. Okay, that's why I leave about a little bit more. If that doesn't happen, and it happened anyway. Okay, so again, don't let your stack fall. Grab my... Alright, don't start. Don't start. Okay, oops. I'm going to fluff this before I cut that off. Okay, so here's kind of our bow. We got all our tails coming out. And so I said, I just want basically a bow draping down the front of this, and we could trim this down. I cut them all long. I can't add back here, so we cut them long. Okay. And I pulled my dang bow. Did I do it anyway? No, you know what I did? I stuffed it under the wrong way. Oh my goodness. I thought I had it the right way. I did, guys. What a bummer. Crap. Alright. Easy fix, y'all. See, I told you sometimes, guys, I screw up too. I screw up all the time. I just gotta try to get this off and cut my bow. Alright, so we're gonna stick this back down into our bow maker. Just pull this one out. Okay, and we're starting over with this one. Okay. We just got to get that one back. That's why I hate doing this with this ribbon, guys, because it just, it's so easy to happen. But, you know, you either have to pick and choose if, I'll start the wrong way. Oh, okay. Yeah, you kind of have to pick and choose. Do you want your patterns going the same way, or do you want your patterns not going the same way? So it's a battle. What am I doing wrong here? I'm talking. It's a battle you kind of have to pick and choose between yourself. So just remember that. I hate it, but I do it. You just kind of have to pay a little more attention. I thought I was pulling through the right way, and I was not pulling through the right way. So you'll have that. You'll have that. So now we're just going to stick that back in here. Whoops. Okay. No harm, no foul. At least we didn't get all on the wreath. And then, now she's on at 8. Or she's supposed to be on at 8. Maybe she went on earlier tonight. Or what? Or did I misunderstand you? And welcome, Julie, by the way. I'm sorry if I misunderstood you. Oh, goodness. Shoot, that one didn't go through. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to answer a question. I'm getting confused here. What is that? Oh, because I took it out and didn't wrap it around there, y'all. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. Try it again. Oh my goodness. See, I was talking about how I love to show you how I screw up. I'm doing a good job tonight. That's all right, guys. That's good. That's good. You could just see how I laugh at it. It's like, oh my goodness. Whatever. Well, let's fix it. Let's just fix it. Okay, again, we're going to put this cloth wire in here and pull this, and hopefully not lose our stuff again. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, doing no good till then. Pull that around the back. Pull that tight. Straighten our bow out, and we were just here a second ago. Alright guys, you're going to have to move out from behind my feet, y'all. And just twist and fluff your bow. See, now we can pull it tight because we got it stuck the right way. And we left the extra in there that we can go back and cut apart. Okay? Now we can go back and cut that apart. Okay? So we're just going to fluff those out, twist those. Sure our tails are up front. Just pull a little tight. Make sure they're even. It's kind of like to pull them, make sure they're even. Okay, so here's our bow. And we'll fluff this and get that. Now see where I told you we got this extra in here so we don't pull it out, which I did anyway. We're going to snip that off now. Okay, we had that one white piece. I don't think I left so much of that. Maybe that's why I pulled it out. I didn't listen to my own advice. That's probably why. I don't want to go pulling on it again. Alright, so let's get this in here, and then we'll add some florals maybe. And be done, guys. Sorry, that just took an extra 10 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So I apologize about that. Okay, so if you just joined, here's our heart wreath that we made, Julie Ann. Let's see. Here it is. Apparently so impossible to find. Not sure why you're on the same time. This was posting 7 hours ago on Wednesdays. Lori's not supposed to be on till 8 o'clock. Yeah. See, I'm live at 7 o'clock, and then she goes live on our YouTube at 8 o'clock. So we're not on at the same time. She goes live on her YouTube. Okay. Sometimes I run over a little bit, Julie. I apologize about that sometimes, but sometimes projects take a little bit longer. But yeah, she's on her YouTube, not in the group, on Wednesdays. She's on her own page, but not in the group. Okay, so we're using this needle. Hope that kind of cleared it up. It gets confusing, and I know that, and I apologize about that. It just, sorry guys, which one's the top? Here we are. So this is why I put this pink up here, guys, because I want something to grab my needle through. I want some meat to kind of go through there to put this bow on. Okay. So I'll pull that through. Must have found a lot of meat. And then what I'm going to do is tie it around these crossbars. Or this bar on the back. Okay. Hopefully that helped, Julie. Hopefully that helped. Okay, let's see where we want this. Straighten this out. Okay. Like I said, guys, I cut these tails super long because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I'm going to tie this around this bottom and this top. Okay, and we're just going to twist this around the back. Actually, I'm not going to do that, guys. It's going to slide. I don't want it to slide. So we're just going to twist tight. Don't want to sink too much, but I'm just going to twist that for now. I'm going to leave them long in case I want to adjust. Oh, good. I know it gets confusing, Julie. I do. I know it gets confusing for people with the multiple groups and stuff and the times and everything, you know. So hopefully we got that all straightened out for you. Hopefully so. So I'm just going to adjust these bows, these loops, I'm sorry. I'm going to take this black right here, and I'm going to make these, I want these, the stripe one to come kind of out even. The pink and this one, I'm going to come this way. And then again on this one, I think I'm going to come the opposite. Okay, so see how I did the one loop, but I'm still trying to rotate. Okay, so here's our heart. Okay, I'll zoom back out. Whoops. Okay, I'm not sure I'm holding it correctly. See, we still have our heart. That's why we put these down kind of at the bottom, so we kind of keep our point. I think I am going to add another ruffle in here for this bow, because it's sinking too much for me. Okay, so I'm not gonna take it out for you guys. I'm gonna do that after the live. I am. If your bow is sinking too much, add a ruffle underneath. And Lord, I cut enough, so I got plenty. So I'm gonna add a ruffle under there to make it pop out. I thought that poof would help, but because I have to tie it to that wire frame in the back, it's still pulling it tight. So I think I want a ruffle under there. Oh, thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I go a little nutsy with the color patterns a lot of times. Okay, so we're going to pull our pink out here. And we might roll those as well. I don't know, guys. We might not roll those. Well, you're not really going to see them if we roll them. So we're going to leave those long. And now we're going to trim our ribbons up a little bit. Like I said, guys, I left them a little long because I don't know. I didn't know how long I wanted them. Okay, so we're going to cut these up a little shorter. Okay. I'm liking the angle at this point. And I went the opposite way on that one, like a doofus. So we're going to cut that back the correct way. Okay, I did it on that one too, didn't I? And that one. Son of a gun. Those always confuse me. That wire's thick. Okay, so I got all that going. Fluff those out. Okay, so that just hides our center. But see how my bow is kind of sinking in the top? So we're going to pull that out. We're going to add that ruffle behind there so that doesn't sink anymore. Okay, so now what I want to do is I think I want to go back and just add a few of these green rings. I do have some pink and these florals that we can add in here. I don't think it needs a whole lot. I'm going to cut a few of these off just in case. Okay, let's try. Let's play. Guys, this is what I tell you. Play, 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 play. So in the black, we could always add this red. And like I said, guys, I'm playing right now. Let's find one with the leaf. These are all Hobby Lobby. I think the red ones came from Lori's shop. And in the red, we would do the pink to break that up. Kind of like that. Okay, but I'm not fully sold on that, so let's try something different, guys. We might add a few of these in here. I'm thinking I could either leave this alone, or here's another thing, guys. This is what I'm trying to tell you to play. Play, play, play. Ribbon here. It is pattern. Okay. You could even add other colors, guys. You could even take this, this right here that adds that, comes in and matches that heart with the leopard print. Okay, so what you want to do is take this 28-inch ribbon, and you want to cross it just like this, like a breast cancer awareness ribbon. Okay, and I just go down, leave about 6-inch tails, and I'm going to take this. I'm trying to show you guys why I do this. I'm going to take this and bring this down on top of that. Okay. Then I'm going to pull this up. I'm just going to twist that back a little bit. Okay. And now I've got a cheater bow, or you can go and do it in 2 pieces. Okay. So you've got this little cheater bow like this. We could add these into the, black. Whoops, I about lost it. We could add these little tails into the black. Okay. And add the greenery into the red. Let's try this. Let's just play with this. And I'm just going to poke these in and figure out which way I like it. Okay, so that breaks that up a little bit. Okay. So see how we kind of did that into this black, but it kind of hides that black? So you kind of got to pick and choose your battles, guys. This is how I roll. I pick and choose my battles. What do I want to see? Do I want to see this black mesh, or do I want to see a lot of ribbon? Okay, so we could do something like that. So that's one option. Just trying to show you options here, guys. Or we can just go in here. And these are going to have to be trimmed. Whoops. These will have to be trimmed down. And we could add greenery into here, like we did our pink and whatever heart that I just showed Frankie with all the pink and greenery. And this will kind of break everything up. Okay, so let's just add a few of these around the side. And that way you can kind of see a couple different options. And we'll just add these sporadically all over the outside. Okay. And then if you really wanted to add some florals, like the roses, into a few spots, you know, you can do that. Okay, I'm kind of liking this greenery, you know. And then maybe just a couple pops of florals. I'm kind of liking this greenery to break up all this color. So I'm just kind of going around and matching where I put all the greenery. I don't know if you can kind of see how I just added that greenery. Okay, these are just small picks. Okay. I have, if you wanted to, oh, there we go. I'm going to hold this up tomorrow and see what I like. And like I said, I may just leave it the plain, simple black and red color and leave it at that. Okay, so we got all that greenery in there. We just got to raise our bow up. And if we really wanted to, we could add just a, like I said, a couple, but I had one cut off. Just a floral or two around the outside and in there, but then it takes away from that black and that pretty mesh, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Pick and choose your battles. Okay? You could either do stuff like that, or you could just kind of leave it alone. Or you could do a simple nether bow off the bottom. Okay? So that's just a few ideas. We didn't glue anything in. Again, I am going to move that bow. I'm going to add a poof under there. Just for that reason. Okay? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this project. Like I said, if you were late, we did it on a heart frame. We cut up a 10-inch or 12-inch, a 12-inch evergreen. And actually, we just slit it. And we put it around one side. We wire tie it to the one side on the back. And then we wire tie the other one to this side on the back. We did 4 21-inch, cut at 15. And we did 6 of the harlequin. And we did 6 of the red, cut at 24. Okay, so it's just kind of another simple idea. Kind of cheap. Might take that one out of there. To kind of keep it cheap for Valentine's. But anyway, guys, I hope you like it. I hope you like this project. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Welcome to all the new people that were on here tonight. I appreciate that. I have something hopefully exciting for you. I'm going to take a break from lives for just a hot second. during the first of the year. But other than that, I will see you next week. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate that, Betty J and Nancy. I do appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Linda. As always, guys, I like to always end my life with laugh and live with a half full cup. When it's